Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to my Go with the Flow, Learn the British IPA and Correct Sounds live stream. It's Friday morning here in the UK, and our local time is 6:31. Welcome once again, guys. I believe that you're having fantastic time wherever you are and having good time. Hello, Hassan. You're from Bangladesh. Welcome. So, as it might be aware, this lesson is mostly designed to develop your sound, especially the British English and the IPA. And it's really my target to help and support you. Different kinds of sounds, especially those sounds which you think that you need support from me. Hello, Mo Sender, welcome. Hello, Zara, welcome. So, welcome once again, dear viewers. And it's really my pleasure to see you. So let me share my lesson. As you might be aware, I started this lesson quite a few weeks ago, and today we're going to discuss voiced and unvoiced TH sound. Before that, capping, voiced consonant sounds B, D, G, J, L, M, N, and the cluster of NG, R, asterisk, TH, V, W, Y, Z, or Z from the American English. And vowel, vowel sounds are all voiced. So they are, as you know, A, E, I, O, U. And the unvoiced or non-voiced or voiceless consonant sounds are C, CH cluster, H, F, K, P, Q, S, SH cluster, T, TH cluster, X. Bear in mind that the letter Z, which you pronounce in the British English, is pronounced Z by the American English. Though many times many people are not aware of it, but it's better to know. And to join this lesson, once again, in order to join this lesson, you must subscribe. The subscription could be trial basis or a monthly basis. It totally depends on you how you'd like to subscribe. You can't comment unless you are a new user, who has got these green sprout or tulips symbols beside their names. Other people can only watch silently, but everyone is welcome to join me. So once again, guys, it's all about your sound. Do you know that why sometimes you don't pronounce the words correctly? Do you know what are the reasons possibly that help you preventing developing your sounds? And do you know now here is the greatest opportunity how you can develop yourself to the next level. The magic word is practice. Practice in the right way with the correct guidelines. Okay, and the amazing and most important part is that uh, because when you learn English, you learn English possibly as a second or third language, and many of these words, many of the sounds that the English has got doesn't have in your own mother tongue, which has got a serious impact of pronouncing the words. But I believe that by practicing, by imitating, you can overcome those problems. So, guys, once again, we are practicing today for the British IPA, and mostly my focus is on RP accent. The RP accent, once again, stands for received pronunciation, which is the most sweetest and suitable pronunciation in the UK. As you might be aware, there are different kinds of accents in the UK. RP is the most amazing. If you ever sit for the IELTS exam, the listening part, the whole conversation is based on more than RP. If you're taking the IELTS exam from the Oxford, Cambridge, or the British Council, but if you plan to sit for the IELTS exam conducted by IDP Australia, they have got similar accents. Okay, let's move on. We explained last week voiced, unvoiced. Yes, also monophthongs, diphthongs, and triphthongs. And 8 common English diphthongs. Hello, Mahmuria, welcome. So, we're going to get more examples today with 8 diphthongs. Okay, let's move on to find out diphthongs. So diphthong comes from the Greek word diphthongs. So let me change. So it literally means having two sounds. More specifically, diphthongs deal with vowels. Every vowel has its own short sound and long sound. However, diphthongs come into play whenever a vowel makes a new and different sound. Usually becomes it's working in conjunction with another vowel. One of the best diphthong examples is the word well. Here we have two vowels working side by side and together. Together, they create a sound different than anything O and I alone can produce. So you can see O, the word well, O, I, L. You say the two vowels working side by side and together they create a sound different than anything O and I. That's just scratching the surface. Let's take a closer look. Will, will. So let us listen to the sound.
Oil.
Oil, you can see. So here's oil.
Oil.
welcome once again, guys. So let's have a closer look. So it's well. You can see this O and I, and the sound is well.
Oil.
Oil. Oil, remember, is oil, not well. Oil. So we got to be very careful pronouncing this word if you're not sure. Oil rather than well. Oil. So if you're interested to join the viewers, it's very easy. You might be eligible to get to free lessons, or if not, in that case, possibly you might consider to subscribe the whole month. So once again, guys, this lesson is all about the British English, your pronunciation, your reduction of sounds of your own mother tongue impacted sounds, and develop standard techniques. Bear in mind the magic word here is practice. Practice in the correct way. So diphthongs and gliding vowels. Hello, J.I. Welcome. J.I. says, can I ask you a question? Yes, J.I. If it's English learning related question, obviously I can answer you. So let me change these fonts into so diphthong and gliding vowels. In single vowel sounds such as the O and I in vowel is called a monophthongs. So G has a question: what caused the fire? Remains a mystery. Mystery here, object or adjective? It's an adjective here. Your subject is what, and object is fire. Okay, so a single vowel such as the O or I in whale is called monophthongs. Mono for one, di for two. An example of monophthong is O in hop. We use hop on. But when you move from one vowel sound to another, such as the O in whale, it's called gliding. As such, diphthongs are sometimes referred to as gliding vowels. Linguists love studying diphthongs because they vary between dialects, languages, and continents. For example, New Yorkers adopted a diphthong that features an ow sound. An example would be the way certain New Yorkers pronounce dog, in the manner that sounds like dog. Likewise, folks over in Birmingham, that Brumming section, England, adopted a diphthong that features an OA-like sound, among others. An example would be certain, and Birmingham pronounced like noise. That's right. They don't say nice, they say noise. So remember that, dear viewers, each and every English speaking country has their own way of pronouncing words, and that is really difficult sometimes to understand if you do not know the history. Considering the intricacy of the subject, you'll be surprised to learn that dividing opinions about the number of diphthongs in American English. Some will say 8, others 10. You'll notice that in some of the examples below, there is only one vowel. How can this be a diphthong? You say. Well, whenever there is a movement in your mouth as you pronounce the letter, it makes a long vowel sound. It's mimicking two vowels. That's why the die or two remains, even though there may be only one vowel written. Perhaps the easiest way to recognize a diphthong is to listen to the sound created by the vowel or vowels when you say it loudly. If the vowel sound changes, you've got yourself a diphthong. Without getting too detailed or any more confusing, let's look 8 of the heavy hitters. First one is A and I sound. This diphthong uses letters and letter combinations like IGH, and Y to form sounds similar to I. Here are a few more examples. If you remain devious, Y is called semivowels. So Y and W are called semivowels because they sometimes, in many cases, sound like vowels. Especially the Y sounds like I and W sounds like O. So diphthong uses letters and letter combination like I, once again, IGH, and Y to form sounds similar to I. Here are a few more examples. Cry, ma, you can hear the sound I is there. Like, bright, eyed, lime. Hello, see you, June, welcome. So it is still in the USA, but when it will be daytime, it is going to be an amazing day for the Hallo because we heard the news and your post that you're going to talk to Silicon Valley, which is really amazing. I hope to join you if I'm free. And also conduct live streams about our Hallo. Okay. So the examples of this I is, it sounds like EYE, words like cry, my, like, bright, lime. And the best way to remember is to make sentences, and I'm sure everyone can make sentences more or less. Like, don't cry, it's my book. What do you like to do today or this afternoon? It's a bright sunshine morning in the UK. In central London, there's a station called Limehouse. Do you know the difference between lime and lemon? So the best way to remember a sound is by making sentences and using them. Otherwise, we human brains tend to forget it at the end of the day. So AI, we're going to get more examples if possible. Let me find out if there are more examples. Let me let me try to get more examples. So the best way to develop these sounds in you is um, practicing sentences. Hello, Jane. Welcome. I don't know which part you couldn't hear it. So, what made you cry? Cry. Remember, if you want to listen to the sound, there is a diphthong I sound, like cry.
Cry.
Do you know the definition of cry? It's a bit difficult as well. To produce tears as the result of a strong emotion, sadness, pain, or uncomfortable situations. Even for the happy things, sometimes people cry, especially mothers or sisters. Okay, so the first word is cry. Don't cry. The second one is my, as I said. It's my book.
My.
So the in British English, my, and American English,
My.
same. And the next word is like.
Like.
So, what do you like to do this afternoon? For example, I like to watch movies and I like to hang out with my friends. We use this verb very often. Like, remember this is a diphthong in like. And next one is bright. Let us listen to the sound.
Bright.
Bright, full of light and shining. As I said, it's bright sunshine morning in the UK, but very hot already at the moment. And lime.
Lime.
In central London, there is a station called Limehouse. That's quite amazing name. Okay, and the next uh, diphthong sound is, let me make it a bit bigger. E and I together. And how does it sound? This diphthong uses letters and letter combinations like EY, AY, AI, and A to form some like similar to great. By the way, guys, let me bring the phonetic symbol of the words cry. So once again, dear viewers, if you are interested to join this lesson, it's very easy. Visit my profile and you can subscribe from there. You may be eligible to get 2 free lessons. If not, you can consider subscribing for a month. Hello, Karim. You're Karim from Indonesia. Welcome. Okay. Jane says, sorry, sir, the internet disconnected. I didn't hear you. You can watch this live stream later, but I'm explaining one more time. The sentence, what caused the fire, remains a mystery. Here, what is the subject, fire is the object, and mystery is an adjective. I repeated this answer a few times, even though you're not here. So, cry. Next one is my. Do you know what kind of word my? It is a determiner. If you remember, determiners are those words that determines the number of the quantity. So it is my, my. Okay, the next one is like.
Like.
Okay, like. You can notice that this A and I sounds are in every word. So let's move on. The next word is bright.
bright,
Bright is an adjective. bright. Next one is lime. Mhm.
9.
And about the lime, there is a Cockney expression as well, very often used in the UK. I'm going to share the Cockney expression in a moment. Lime, like lemon and lime. What's the time? Okay. I was trying to find if there are any more examples about AI. Okay. Next one is EI. This diphthong uses letters and letter combination like EI, AY, AI, and A, which is awesome, to form sounds similar to great. Here are a few more examples. Okay. The first word is bake.
Bake.
Bake. It can be used as verb or noun. Okay. So, uh-oh, I've copied the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Bake. This is the right word. So, British pronunciation,
Bake.
bake. American,
Bake.
bake. They prolong the sound, whereas we don't. Bake. Like- Next one is rain. RAIN.
Rain.
Rain. So, what does rain mean? Drops of water from clouds. Sometimes it is difficult for us to define the most common things in our life. I don't know why it is happening every time. You have to copy two times. Like rain. rain. So we have to make sentence if you remember. Are you going to bake a cake today? Rain. It is raining heavily here in the UK. Rain is forecast for tomorrow. So rain is a noun or verb. Like it is going to rain anytime. And can you use rain as a plural? Yes. Remember that it's possible to use plural. And that is used in literally. Also, in many Asian countries, we've got a season that rains almost every day, and we call it rainy season, especially in Bangladesh and Pakistan. No, but it doesn't rain that much in Pakistan. India, they call it sometimes monsoon. Myanmar, Nepal, and those zones, Thailand, Vietnam. Next word is lay. Lay.
Lay.
Okay, so lay is a verb as well. I'm sure that you might know the meaning. So let me begin. Okay, let's change the font. So lay, what does it means? To put something in especially a flat or horizontal position, usually create carefully or for a particular purpose. Like she laid the baby on the bed. Mhm. He laid the tray down on the table. Next word is eight. Eight is a number, and I know that everyone knows more or less about the number, any number. So eight. So it is number and article. She was eight when her family moved here. Okay. Next, let me write the phonetic sound. And that's a very amazing and interesting joke. joke is why 10 is afraid of 7. If you start counting, because 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's the joke, and let's change it to okay. The next one is break. I've got less than 5 minutes, actually 4 minutes. Break.
Break.
Break. It's a verb as well. Mhm. So it's break, and the definition is break is very difficult in English. To cause something to separate suddenly or violently into two or more pieces, or to cause something stop working by being damaged. The dish fell to the floor and broke. Charles is always breaking things. My computer broke last month. Okay, this is another meaning. Next meaning is to destroy something. Anyway, we don't have much time though. So that's for the first diphthong. Second one, first to explain AI, it was EI. Great, like this. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Remember that in order to develop your sound, your pronunciation, you must know the rules, how the rules work, when and how we can make shorter sound, longer sound, diphthongs, and any other related phonetic rules. Um, Many people very often say to me that, I tried our accent or pronunciation, but we couldn't improve it. Bear in mind that in order to develop your pronunciation, it is very important for you to practice with a regular basis in an authentic source like dictionary, not the Google dictionary, specific dictionary. If you're not sure about the pronunciation of any word, go to the specific dictionary like Cambridge, Oxford, and Merriam-Webster, maybe Collins if you're after American English. And always make sure you practice on a regular basis. You keep a notebook and take all the notes from any teachers or any other students. It doesn't matter that you have to always learn from a teacher. There are many amazing students on this app. You can learn from them. Okay, guys, and thank you very much once again for being here. And remember to practice on a regular basis. Okay, and I'm sure that you'll be successful soon. Thank you. Take care, and I will see you later. Bye.